One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Quoted by Bob Marley. Hi everyone, my name is Sierra Cole, and one of the microcultures that I belong to is the United Caribbean Students Club here at RVCC, or Raritan Valley Community College. Here is some background about the United Caribbean Club. This is a poster presentation that I'm going to describe to you about my microculture. The United Caribbean Students Club is a unique microculture that is different from other microcultures and the standard microculture and the dominant culture. Here's why. The microculture is a club of different Caribbean cultures, such as the one you see here, Jamaican, Guyanese, and Trinidadian, and other types of ethnic Caribbean cultures that's seen here. This microculture is not limited to just people of Caribbean descent. It also invites other people that are not of Caribbean descent, whether you're Asian, European. It's not limited to that, but also it exposes other people to this microculture. Something interesting about this microculture is all the benefits that it comes with, such as being able to explore this microculture through bake sales, such as that's how we communicate, through getting people to see and get enriched by the Caribbean culture. This microculture is different from the dominant culture because it is culturally based. As you know, there are a lot of clubs here at the RVCC Community College, but because this microculture is just focused on exposing people to different cultures, it's not just focused on one primary culture. It's focused on a variety of different Caribbean cultures, as you see here. So you're getting a lot within one club and one microculture that you wouldn't find through clubs that are for Muslims or the Filipino club, where it's just focused on one culture, but this microculture focuses on multiple Caribbean cultures. This microculture pertains to ethnicity through one of the 8 general areas of microcultures. This microculture encourages people of all Caribbean descent to come together and celebrate their unique cultures and traditions, which is why it's called United Caribbean Culture for Students. Some of the values that this club has is food, music, and people. And becoming a part of this microculture, you'll see that. Like I said before, we do a lot of Caribbean bake sales where people get a sense of exposure to be able to see and experience different Caribbean cultures that they may not have learned before. So we'll sell different Caribbean dinners, we'll have different Caribbean desserts. Music is a very big value of this microculture because with every Caribbean island there's something different. The steel drum that you see here is a basic Caribbean instrument, but from each island they play the instrument differently. So music is very important as it brings people together, which is a big component of this microculture in this club because all Caribbean people are coming together. Food and music, as many of you know, is one of those ways to bring everybody together. Let's see. But yeah, and me as a member of this microculture, it's great because I'm half Jamaican, so I don't get that sense of going into like a Filipino club or a Muslim club that I feel like I'm truly a member, a part of that microculture, because I'm not of Filipino or Muslim descent. Because I am of Caribbean descent, I can identify myself with other people that are a part of this microculture. Some other values that I didn't mention were creativity. In this microculture, we share a lot of different ideas as to how we're going to portray the Caribbean culture. So there'll be public speaking events that we'll have talking about Caribbean music and the food. Teamwork is a big component. Because this is the United Caribbean Club, a lot of us emphasize the advantage of having teamwork. We realize that more is better than one, and we collaborate together. Food, like I said, we're always having Caribbean food, we're always emphasizing the music, and we're staying close to our close-knit traditions as being a part of this microculture. Additionally, this microculture shares characteristics such as being linguistic, helpful, energetic, and active. We try to promote that type of characteristics each time somebody joins the microculture, so then they can feel welcomed into the microculture. Members of this microculture demonstrate these characteristics through events such as Carnival, which is what you see here. It's hosted at different events, and what's really great about this carnival is that it emphasizes all those values and characteristics we have, because a lot of people in this microculture are alive and energetic, and that ties in with the values that we have, such as teamwork, food, and culture. And it's great for people that are not a part of this microculture because they will learn a lot of the things that we value so they can become a part of this microculture. The value of creativity is shown through some of the Caribbean cultural traditions we have. So a lot of Caribbean cultural music will try to have different events where we try to modernize it with some American infusion with some of the things we do, with such as public speaking events. Music and food, as I reiterated, are important events as it pertains to this culture. Some examples of the music that we have in this United Caribbean Club is calypso, soca, and reggae, and a lot of that's used with the steel drums, as you see here. Some interesting facts about this Caribbean Culture Club is that the way it was founded was that a student of Caribbean descent, she is Guyanese descent, and she felt as though there wasn't a club that made her feel like she belonged because other clubs just didn't embrace her Caribbean culture. So she was the founder at which she had let someone know, one of the deans know, that, hey, I want to be able to have my own club. I want to be able to have my own microculture to identify with so then I can connect with other people like me. So like I said before, this is an interesting microculture for people that are of Caribbean descent, but people who are not, because it is very embracing. And our co-president of this microculture is of Indian descent, and the head president is of Guyanese. So we are really emphasizing the importance of expanding on and acknowledging other people that are not of Caribbean descent, but inviting other people so they also have that chance to know more about that multicultural as well. And essentially why you should join this microculture is because it's different than other microcultures that are out there, and this microculture isn't just singular based on one culture. It's a unique combination of many, and it emphasizes food, it emphasizes music, it emphasizes togetherness. So regardless if you're of Caribbean descent or not, you won't feel like you're not a part of the microculture. You will feel the values, the characteristics that we have in this microculture that you belong to. And what's great is that it's at our college, Raritan Valley Community College. I'm a member of it, and it is just a great microculture to join if you are interested in expanding your knowledge about this particular culture. Thank you.